Hi, I'm Stephen Irvin, the Director of Operations at North Central Industries, and I'm on the Board of Directors of AFSL.
Hi, I'm Jeff Brandenburg, Vice President of North Central Industries, and it's a great honor to serve on the American Pyrotechnics Code Committee.
I'm Kurt with NCI. I also serve as the Treasurer for the National Fireworks Association.
I am AJ Burns with North Central Industries and Great Grizzly Fireworks. I also serve on the boards of the American Pyrotechnics Association, the Pyrotechnics Guild International as the first Vice President. I am the current Treasurer for the American Pyrotechnics Safety and Education Foundation, and I also serve as the Chairman for the Membership Committee of the National Fireworks Association. It's important for me to be able to serve on a board because I feel like I'm serving a greater good of companies that are joined together to fight for the industry, and that's something that I feel passionately in.
It's critical. We believe it's critical, and I know a lot of others do too. It's something that, it's easy to just come in and do your business and go home. It's easy to make an excuse why you don't have time to volunteer to do things, but somebody's got to do it. If we don't help regulate ourselves, if you will, we will be regulated by others and not have a say or a voice, and that could drastically impact our business. It's something that we fully believe you have to be very active in.
Fireworks is a very unique industry. If we don't regulate ourselves, we will be under pressure from the government and they will regulate for us. So we try to mitigate safety concerns, get out ahead of safety concerns, and do everything we can to keep the industry strong and keep from the government feeling like they need to step in and regulate us in new ways.
For me, I just really like to be involved, and I like to see something, and if it's something I can help with, I jump in and try to make it the best that I can.
The APA is the American Pyrotechnics Association. What I like to say is they are the suit and tie facet of fireworks in the United States of America. They're more of the lobbyists and the companies that go up to Washington, D.C. and fight on Capitol Hill to keep fireworks legal throughout the United States, anywhere from consumer fireworks to display fireworks to close proximity type stuff. Also work a little bit with drones and things like that. But it's the fireworks industry working together to make sure that fireworks stay legal in the United States. My role, I'm newly appointed board member, board of directors for the APA, which I'm honored to serve. I know that our owner, Richard Shields, is a past president of the APA, so I was very happy to be able to join that group of people sitting in the room to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to fight for the fireworks industry as a whole. I'm extremely honored to be able to serve on the board for the APA. I hold it in pretty high regard. I know that the APA is a very important association that fights for all fireworks, consumer and display, across the nation. And it's just a very high honor to be able to sit on that board and serve with some of the most influential people in the fireworks industry and have been for decades. So it's a true honor to be able to serve alongside a lot of people that focus on that every day of their lives. So the APA fights to make sure that fireworks stay legal throughout the country, and especially on state level as well. So when states are potentially looking at banning fireworks for one reason or another, the APA would get involved with something like that to try to make sure that we're combating. EPA is a large issue right now. EPA is claiming that smoke pollution from fireworks is a big deal, and it is. Don't get me wrong, but the APA is running studies and tests to be able to prove that there's far worse sources of pollution and things like that in terms of smoke and different things. So the APA fights on important initiatives like that just to make sure that a small group of people aren't shutting down a whole lot of fun for other people and ways to celebrate freedom.
The Code Committee is made up of several volunteers from different aspects of the fireworks business from around the country, and we all come together to serve to stay informed with industry regulations from government bodies and local jurisdictions on how that affects our business, be it display or consumer fireworks. We also work on code and intervene and partner with certain associations or states or regulatory authorities to ensure that all sides are happy with regulations and how that affects our business, but also keeps their interest in mind from their perspective. It's a great honor, it really is, because I've been in the business over 30 years. I've done a lot of things in the business in multiple states around the country, and I always pulled on those resources myself, and I appreciated having those individuals in the industry and at the APA and on the code committee that were very helpful to me when I was young or learning, and it saved time, it saved money. And now being at a level that I can give back and help support that is really, truly, a great honor for me, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, so as treasurer on the American Pyrotechnics Safety and Education Foundation, I'm working with a group of people. They're a facet of the APA as well, but it's a group of people that are focused on fireworks safety and education, making sure that we have an outreach program to the average consumer when they're purchasing fireworks, that they're doing so safely, legally, and using them in the way that they're intended. So serving as a treasurer on that is, again, it's a high honor for me to be able to serve in that capacity, making sure as a treasurer that we're raising enough funds to support our safety campaigns and that we're getting our messaging, safety messaging and education messages out into the public. Some of the campaigns that we've worked on in the past, this past year we came out with our safety video campaign, videos that were posted on YouTube and on our social media channels, highlighting 10 of our safety tips, our top safety tips: safe distance, buying from a legal resource, making sure that kids are safe with fireworks, if sparkler safety, mortar usage, things like that. So those are important aspects to get out to the consumers so that we're lowering the amount of risk and injuries that we have when consumers are buying essentially explosive fireworks. We want to make sure that they're doing so safely so that we can continue to enjoy them and celebrate our freedoms. It's important for NCI to have representation on boards like the American Pyrotechnics Safety and Education Foundation, because it shows that we're committed to safety, to community outreach. We really focus on having some of the best quality products, and we want to make sure that those products are the most safe that they possibly can be for our end users. It's one thing to sell them to our wholesale customers, to sell them in our retail stores, but we want to make sure that when they wind up in somebody's backyard, that they're going to perform correctly, the safest that they possibly can. We want everybody to have a good night, not wind up hurt, injured for whatever reason, and just make sure that everybody goes home safe at the end of the night. The PGI is the Pyrotechnics Guild International, and they are the hobbyist home builder aspect of the industry. So the APA is the Capitol Hill fighting to keep fireworks legal. The Pyrotechnics Guild International is a group of people that enjoy building their own fireworks, which can be done safely and legally through the proper channels. But the PGI annual convention is a place for those people to go and display those fireworks. Some amazing displays set up by professional companies, some really amazing builders that go and build some of the world's greatest, coolest, neatest looking fireworks, and get to do that once a year, typically the first week of August, and it travels around the country. But I ran for the board this past year so that I could continue to fight to make sure that we're able to do that, to keep our fireworks legal and safe again. And serving on that board's been a great honor as well. Great week-long convention of fireworks that's a lot of fun. You get to see some of the coolest stuff in the world, and it's built here in the United States.
The NFA is an organization that was founded in 1995. The NFA provides the largest national trade show in the fireworks industry that attracts both exporters, importers, retailers, wholesalers, and enthusiasts to our convention. So last convention we had over 1,000 people attend. Our members not only enjoy regulatory updates from us, we have a lobbyist in Washington, D.C., We work with the CPSC, the DOT, PHMSA, all the regulatory bodies of the fireworks industry. We give our members a voice. As far as commerce, our trade show, as I said, is the largest in the nation. We do nightly demos at our expo, which is held in the fall. And then at the end of the week, we do a grand display. We bring the public out, we have a good time. It's really just a feel-good thing to wrap up the week. I enjoy the contacts. I enjoy meeting new people. In this industry, it's small enough to where you know your competitors, but sometimes you come together for a greater good. It's always good to work with others outside of your little bubble. Just being a part of an organization, being a part of a small board, and we get to come together and do the best we can. That's something that I'm proud of. As far as our customers, as far as regulations or anything that's going to affect their business, we can act as that insulation between all the rule makings and everything that people may not be up on, and we can communicate those via social media, email, our newsletter, any of that kind of thing. We're all in this industry to celebrate America's freedom, the feel-good moment of the fireworks going up in the air and just being really excited of all the effects and the sounds. There's no place for injuries in that scenario, and nobody wants to see that. So I think that no matter what the competition level is between companies, between organizations, everybody can agree on that safety message, and the safety message is pretty consistent throughout. There's not opposing views on safety. You follow a standard set of rules, and you're going to be okay. So yeah.
The NFA, the National Fireworks Association, that's something that NCI is honored to be a member of as well. That's where we get to go and meet and greet with our customers. That's our bread and butter. We get to go set up our trade show booth and show off our latest and greatest fireworks, meet with our wholesale customers, and then I'm honored to serve as the chairman for the membership committee, which works alongside the board, working on local sponsorships, making sure that we're attracting and retaining new members, convention planning, all aspects of that as well, working on every detail that it takes to put on a successful convention for over 1,000 members there, and really honored to be able to serve with the board in such a fun week-long convention that you get to see the latest and the greatest fireworks that are coming in, meet with all the Chinese suppliers. There's a lot of great aspects of that. So being a part of the NFA and working alongside with the board and alongside with other people that help make the convention great helps NCI collaborate. It's a small industry, so we really have to work together, stick together type of mentality. And NCI is happy to partner with a lot of other companies to make sure that we're bringing in the best of the best that we possibly can. Of course, it's competition at the end of the day, but it's also small, like I said. So we have a lot of friends in the fireworks industry, and if we ever get into a situation, we can lean on each other, rely on each other to make sure that we're doing the best thing that we can for the industry as a whole. And yeah, just great to collaborate with a lot of other industry leaders at the National Fireworks Association convention every year.
AFSL is the American Fireworks Standard Laboratory. It is a third-party testing company that is one of the options when you're exporting consumer fireworks out of China. They are an organization that holds themselves to a higher standard. They write their own standards that includes what CPSC requires and also has more stringent testing for safer fireworks. On the AFSL board, there are 13 board members, and I'm working with the board to continue to progress the safety standards and how we help in the fireworks industry. Injuries in the fireworks industry are a talking point of the media every year. In most recent history, reloadables have been a big topic of conversation, and it's something that the AFSL reviews every year. Every year, Jerry Wingard of the AFSL goes through all the fireworks industries in the United States and all the fatalities. He works with the accident investigators, he works with the fire marshals and the police, and tries to make sure that it is investigated correctly and accurately, and that we can pull as much information from it as possible. Even though most of the time it is from misuse of the product, it's always good to brainstorm and come up with new ways that we can find to make fireworks safer and make the end user have a better experience and a safer experience.
Having the PGI fight to continue to do what we do is important to make sure that fireworks are staying legal, gives people the ability to express their hobby and their art, and that's truly what it is as an art form. PGI is critical to making sure that continues to be a thing.
I think something else I'm really proud of is being a part of the organizations coming together and working together. You know, I think that together we can do a lot of things that opposed would not be possible.
As a board member of the AFSL, I'm excited to be part of the safety initiative to educate our customers and the consumer of what AFSL means and what it stands for, and to continue to try to reduce injuries and make safer fireworks and overall increase the longevity of the industry and the health of the industry.
We've had customers call and want to get into the firework business. So when they're dealing with us, they're going to be getting products that are properly third-party tested. They're safe to put on their shelf, their tent, their stand to sell. If they want to know where they can put a warehouse, where they can put a tent, where they can put a store, what kind of license fees are involved to make sure they're operating to a T to the regulation and they're not going to have issues. We're either going to have those answers or we know where to lead them very quickly to get those answers. We believe that's why you should definitely contact NCI for not just fireworks, but for just any kind of industry advice.
Protecting the industry that I work in every day is very important to me. And I feel from an NCI perspective, we're very honored to be a part of those associations as well, and to continue to fight the good fight for fireworks freedom and a lot of fun in the process.
I'm helping people bring their families together, their neighbors together, get out of the real world and just have some great excitement and celebrate that independence. I can't think of anything else I'd rather say I'm a part of.
Our company started in 1955. Our core principles are simply quality, selection, and price.
We have very competitive prices, but very good quality product.